Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm back. So, this is something I have interest in. I mean, I live in Okinawa, Japan right now. I've been living here since 2021, and I've noticed this red-haired statue of a creature that lives in the woods north of us. And so, once you get to a certain point going north, there's nothing but wilderness. It's nothing but the woods, deep forest, deep, and you can get lost. There's wild boar up there. There's tons of folklore. And some of the folklore is this, of this red haired, I don't know if it's a boy or if it's a fairy or some type of little, like a midget with red hair. I don't know. But he lives up in the woods and he like runs through the trees and stuff like that. And occasionally, apparently, somebody that saw this dude up here, but it's the mythology of Okinawa. So maybe it's a mischievous spirit. But here we go. We're going to talk about it. I mean, I just want to go over it real quick. Nobody really knows about this. I'm a Missouri boy. I come from Kansas City, Missouri. So no way. We don't even hear about that kind of thing. You know, we got like crackheads and stuff. But check out this Kijimuna. Kijimuna.
Kijimuna are small, childlike, and humanoid creatures with round faces, large almond-shaped eyes, and bright red or green hair, living in the Fig Opuntia forests of Okinawa, a Japanese prefecture. Kijimuna are playful and intriguing beings, frequently playing tricks on humans or leading them astray in the forest. They are also known for their shyness and for being easily offended. If someone is disrespectful or harms their habitat, they can become vindictive and stir up plenty of trouble. The Kijimuna dwell in the dense groves of Fig-Puncha forest, known locally as banyan. These
You hear that? So it's Figapuncha. Figapuncha forest up north. So during the Okinawa War, it was this PSA was put out to Okinawa people and all the other Japanese people on the island that the Americans were evil. And so way up north, it was tons of Japanese people. They were like, you going out and do not surrender. You gotta go out. If you're gonna go out, you gotta take your own life because it's way better than having Americans to deal with you, which is obviously a lot. But there's tons of like cliffs and stuff up north along the forest, of which Okinawa people, jumped off to go ahead and take themselves out after being ill-advised, so.
trees are sacred in Okinawan culture. The Japanese believe that harming or cutting down a banyan tree, where a Kijimuna resides, can bring misfortune and bad luck. According to Okinawa folklore, people are advised to respect the Kijimuna and to leave food or clothing offerings near the Fig-Punchas to soothe them and ensure good luck.
So I think they must have really believed in this thing. That thing probably really do exist, the forest is so dense, it's so dense that you can't really inhabit it. You kind of can't really traverse it. There was a point where I ended up hiking. I think I ended up hiking and I ended up getting lost. Not necessarily lost, but I made it a point to follow the trail, and I didn't want to turn back. I thought the trail would loop and reconnect with itself, and it didn't. And I was hiking this trail for probably about 5 hours, and I was like, fuck this. I put up the GPS and I started navigating my way through other parallel trails just to make my way back to my car. But the woods is extremely dense up there. I was doing solo hiking too.
Anyone who encounters a Kijimuna and treats it kindly may receive blessings or help in return.
So the Kijimuna. So all around Okinawa, these statues pretty much become the Okinawa mascot. And I mean, it's just like they love it. Some people don't know about it. I talk to locals sometimes, so maybe some people are coming from the mainland, but they're not really aware, or like I find most people aren't aware of their surroundings. So, I'd be like, "What's that little red-haired creature?" or whatever, and they won't even know. But they come to realize after I've mentioned it once that the statues are all over Ireland. Um, All right.
Turn 0 image 7, turn 0 image 2, turn image 5, You're absolutely right. This vibrant red-haired wood sprite creature you're talking about is none other than the Kijimuna, one of Okinawa's most beloved and mischievous folkloric figures. It's not a monster to fear, but rather a cultural symbol that's become a mascot across the islands. Let's dive into everything fascinating about it. Who or what is the Kijimuna? Origins and name. The Kijimuna is a tree spirit, especially tied to ancient banyan, Gajumaru trees. The name comes from Okinawan language meaning roughly child of the tree. It's also called Unagaya, big-headed one, or Majimun in regional dialects. Site turn search 6 May. Appearance, around the size of a 3 to 4-year-old child.
Wow.
Vivid red hair or completely red body, often with a disproportionately large head. Site search 16 turn search 11.
I think I dated one of these.
Limbs sometimes look like tree branches, and they may skip or bounce around.
I mean, she didn't look like a
Site turn
4-year-old,
search
but she had a
11
big
turn
head.
search 7. Behavior and sightings. Mischievous yet helpful. Kijimuna are tricksters known to play pranks, like pinching or sleep paralysis, kanashibari, where people feel a weight on their chest. Site turn search 16 turn search 14. Yet they're also generous, often fishing from the other side of a human's boat, and in some tales, helping fishermen in exchange for firewood or small treats. They're expert fishermen, notoriously eating only the fishes left, or single eye, and leaving the rest. They dislike octopus and farting. Doing so on their backs can result in being thrown from a ride. Sighting reports. Stories often imply children or those with pure hearts might see them. Descriptions include red-haired children wandering near banyan trees or swimming offshore by moonlight. Site turn search 5. Myths and symbolism. Nature's guardians. Kijimuna represent the bond between Okinawans and nature, protecting forests, streams, and spiritual balance. They were believed to punish disrespect towards the environment. Site search, turn search 15. Community and prosperity. Friendly Kijimuna were considered bringers of wealth, plentiful fish, and good fortune, so local stories link them with prosperity. Turn search 7. Dual nature. In legend, they can be both delightful guardians and dangerous if wronged. Burn down their tree, and it's said they abandon or punish their human friend. Turn search 4. From folklore to mascot, statues and shows. Across Okinawa, from villages to theme parks, Kijimuna statues pop up, sometimes hidden among Gajumaru trees for tourists to spot. Site turn search 11, turn search 1. They feature in cultural events like Ryukyu Yokai festivals, celebrating these sprites among the island's mythic figures. Site turn image 1, turn image 3. In media, they've appeared in Disney's Stitch, Google Doodles, and anime like the Aquatope on White Sand. Their bright presence makes them a charming cultural ambassador. Site turn 6 search, turn search 14. How to see a Kijimuna. 1. Visit banyan groves. Head to areas with large Gajumaru trees, perhaps in Yambaru Forest or local parks, and look for hidden carvings or statues.
Right.
2. Stay respectful. In folklore, treating the environment and local customs with care is the best way to attract a friendly encounter. 3. Cultural event.
It says, you see that? It says, mind your manners, avoid disrespecting nature, don't harm trees, and maybe don't fart in random spots. Man, I know some of these people can't help that. They be kusai. Kusai in Japanese is stinky. That means kusai. Kuso means shit in Japanese, but these motherfuckers can't help but fart. They be eating them kimchis and having them kimchi farts and stuff like that. Yeah. Oji-san, One-san, Oni-san. So in summary, cultural icon. They an icon out here, to be honest with you. Red-haired child size spirit. A mix of impish and protective traits. I bet none of y'all even knew about this. Bet y'all didn't even know about none of this, man. So I want to put y'all on, man, the Kijimuna. Kijimuna. See how you say that? Say it. Speech. Start speaking.
Kijimuna.
Kijimuna. All right,
turn zero image 7. Turn zero image.
Okay, so that's pretty nuts, man. But here's an image of him real quick. You want to see? Here, check this out. So you don't know what you're looking for. You ever out here in these Okinawa streets? Taco rice. So out of the TV show Stitch. Yeah. So that's what I thought. I saw images. Remember that from Stitch? Yeah. Yup, this is what it looks like. Yup. But alright, thanks for joining me. Yeah. I'll holler at you later. See you on the next episode of Strange and Unusual. Peace.